Hey everyone, I'm Gavin with Fanboy TV, joined by
Chris-Rachael Osland.
Osgood.
Shane Brown.
All right, so we're here with Shane Brown specifically because he is doing something ultimately cool, which I had no idea until Chris-Rachael sent me the link.
That's true. Austin Geeks and Gamers, a great group here in town that if you're a geek, you should definitely consider joining. Had a post about, oh no, surely it can't be an actual brand new geek space opening up, or at least an Indiegogo campaign for one, run by Shane. So Shane, tell us a little bit about what we're looking forward to.
Sure, absolutely. We're looking to open up as you said, a big all-inclusive geek lounge called Haven Entertainment. We're wanting to, when I say all-inclusive, it means all-inclusive in every way of the term. We want everybody to come in, feel comfortable, but it's not just for gaming. It's not just for, it's for gaming, excuse me. It's not just for video gaming. We'll also do board games, we'll do tabletop games, card games. We'll do
LARPing?
What's that?
LARPing?
You know, we just might actually. We'll have a stage, so that'll lend itself to all types of fun things to do.
If you do LARPing, can we make a rule now that Chris-Rachael is not allowed to have a sword?
That is
not
a rule. That is not a rule, and you need to stop.
You know what?
You need to stop bringing up my restraining order. Anyway, so
I will not be held responsible for anything that breaks because.
Okay. Well, we'll invest in some Nerf items.
I only hit people.
So it's kind of like co-working for nerds.
Exactly. So again, we'll have nerd talks is one thing that we want to do. Get some local people.
You mentioned there's going to be quite a few televisions. I could also see this being a really good space for viewing parties.
Absolutely. We'll have a projector and a large screen set up as well. So we'll do all types of viewing, TV shows, movies that come out, any types of things. We want to work with a lot of the local, such as yourselves, people that do their own films and productions and whatnot, and have them in. And they can, show their movies right there.
So food and drink, are you bringing your own, or is it going to be a restaurant and bar?
It will be a restaurant and bar. That's why we use the term lounge, is because we're going to have a full food and drink menu. So, and it'll all be appropriately
adult
geek
drinks
themed.
or like chocolate milk?
Absolutely adult drinks.
You could have chocolate milk.
A bunch of
You can have Choco Vina.
So we'll have the full spread.
I hope you have cameras everywhere because a bunch of drunk, geeky, nerdy people playing games is going to be hilarious.
It will be hilarious.
Never been to a science fiction convention.
It will be. We're gonna
No,
have
actually I haven't.
everything's going to be built with large windows just for that purpose.
No, so it'll be like the viewing party. It's like the zoo. Look here.
Yeah, you can walk
role
by the
players.
fish bowls. Absolutely.
Now, here's one of the things that I noticed when I was looking at your Indiegogo campaign. You mentioned that you have a bunch of very small rooms that are aimed at like 4 people to be in them.
Absolutely.
Most people have at least 3 friends and a very small apartment. That doesn't seem like the world's greatest idea.
It's meant to be sort of the kickoff to introducing people into the rest of the venue. So sometimes, geeks and nerds by nature can be a little more introverted. So it's a way to get them comfortable, into the establishment, make them feel comfortable, let them do their own thing for a while, and then they can kind of come out and explore.
Aren't you concerned, though, that a group of people who are very much known for not spending money because they don't like to leave the house are possibly a bad target demographic to make money off of?
No, I'm not concerned.
Really?
Because if we do this right, and that's the big thing here, is doing this right to make it feel like they're at home, they'll want to come to us as their second home. And we're going to have a lot of things going on that should entice people into coming in, even if it's not just for gaming. Maybe they just want to come out, have something to eat, and watch a show or what have you. It's the living room lounges, as we're calling them right now, are just the small portion of what we're going to be offering.
It's like the gateway to the whole experience.
Exactly.
And certainly, especially here in Austin, I think there's a really great tradition of nerds being sociable. There's Nerd Night Austin, there's Dorkbot, there are hacker spaces.
Yeah, so we want to kind of get the introverts and the extroverts together, and so they can
watch some of them stare into the corner while they're in rage and fury.
Yeah, I've been running a large geek group here in Austin for about 2 years now, so it's been really interesting seeing actually the transformation in some people, going from that major introvert to becoming a little more extroverted and becoming a little more social and whatnot. So I just, when I'm at our own events, I just kind of sit back and go, wow, this is really helping this person, and they're meeting people and watching people light up when they get to talk about the things that they're passionate about, that they geek out about.
Is that what inspired
amazing.
you to go ahead and open up an entire geek living space, like
Yeah.
living room style space like that?
Yes. Not completely altruistic, though. Part of it is also in running this group, we've run into a lot of problems with venues.
Yeah.
Either we can't find the right size, or we're not a for-profit group or anything like that. We run off of donations from our members, and that just kind of keeps us going, and we can do some fun stuff as well. But when I would hold bigger events, and we'd go into a place, 9 times out of 10, it was like a bar.
So you take your group out and you basically be just like a bar, which has its own whole set of picadillos.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, we would run into things like, the sound not working right, or maybe the video wasn't working right, and their sound person may not be right there. So it posed a lot of difficulties. That, and I mean, not everyone likes to go to just a bar.
Bars are loud.
They are loud. They are loud. We made it loud with Doctor Who. But in one instance, but another one that we did, it was a gaming thing. They were playing their club music while we were trying to play games, and it was a club. So
you can't play Candyland to dubstep. Sorry.
Right, exactly. I mean, you can, but it may not be what
There
you're
might have
wanting
been
to
a
do
couple
right
of newer
then.
games made since Candyland.
I like
Mario
Candyland.
Kart takes on a whole different perspective when you have pink in the background. So, the other part of that too is that I'd bring these large groups of people into these establishments and give them all of this business, and we didn't really get anything in return. They're like, oh well, we gave you the space to do this, and I'm like, okay, how
Yeah,
this
I've
is
tried
not
to
a
take some groups out
mutual.
sometimes, and they would usually say something like, we need to have a $1,000 minimum purchase if we're going to let 50 people in
Exactly.
here. And
exactly.
I know that they would make more than that, because at the end of the night, you're like, okay, we've got to
Okay.
make sure we all made 1,000.
Right,
Okay,
right.
it's 6,000, and we're seeing zero. of
Zero
that.
and nothing.
So I love the
Exactly.
idea that could
Exactly.
actually get pumped back into the geek community
Yes.
in terms of actually having a space to go back to.
Exactly.
So
And that's
what is the
we're trying
time
to
frame you're looking at to being able to actually open this place?
That's all. That all depends on funding and whatnot. I want it ASAP. I think a lot of people feel the same way.
I think we all want it ASAP.
Realistically, we're going to have to break down the timeline of finding raising the funds, finding the right spot, and then construction and so on and so forth, and getting everything put in there. So I don't even know right now, unfortunately. I would love to have something open before South by Southwest, if at all possible, just because, obviously geeks flood the city for interactive and whatnot. I think it would be a great spot to have.
So are you looking
a lot of
something
fun
closer
stuff.
to downtown, or more out in the
I want
burbs
to
where there'd be
stay.
parking?
I want to stay like center north, or possibly south-ish, because there really isn't a whole lot down there right now. North Austin has a ton of stuff, pinballs and Dave and Buster's and all that sort of stuff. Dragon's Lair. But South doesn't really have a whole lot, so it's something that we're looking at. It's really going to depend on getting the right space and the right size, because size is definitely size matters here. So for everything that we want to do, it's very ambitious. So we want to make sure that we can fit.
So if people want to actually support you right now, he has an Indiegogo campaign that you can go to. What's the name of the Indiegogo campaign?
Absolutely. Easiest way to get there is to go to www.geeks-first.com. We're right now we're holding a contest where we're giving away a Destiny Edition PlayStation 4. It's the white one. So it's the bundle, has the game, the PS4 and whatnot. Really easy to enter. You donate $2. That puts you in the running. Share the link with everybody. Once they contribute, then it adds to your pool, and whoever has raised the most money at the end will win the PlayStation 4. So it's a neat way to kind of get a lot of involvement and get the word out, and you get a PlayStation 4. So
Well, this is all super exciting, and I hope to see this really by South by Southwest,
would be
because
awesome.
I guarantee you'd have fans in us. We'd be there all the time.
we'd
You'd have to
love
hire
I
an
can see us doing a little
exterminator.
bit of filming
I was
there.
going to say, we can open up the rooms for you, and you can shoot there, or we'll have the stage set up.
We'll have
so.
all sorts of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may regret that one day. I'm just going to warn you now.
Well, it'll still be
And
fun.
not because of the my-hatted swords.
So, thank you for coming out
Well,
to talk
thank
to
you
us
for
about
having
your
me. It was a lot of
project,
fun.
and I
Thank you.
cannot wait, like I said, to see this thing become a reality, because I'm always jealous of the other ones that do it, like the place in
Yeah.
San Antonio. I was like,
Yeah.
really?
I was
Come
looking
on.
online. I was just as surprised too. I mean, I literally right now, if you Google Geek Lounge or Geek Bar in Austin, we're the first thing that shows up, and we're not even open yet. So it's a space that needs filled for sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, if you want to give him recommendations for some of your favorite geek bars and lounges in other cities, go ahead and add that there so that we can see, we can go and compare and contrast, and see if we can not only make something as good as, but possibly even make something better than what you're looking at in New York, LA, etc.